Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I hope everybody is well. For today's project, I made a boho style candle holder. I would only recommend using battery power candles in these if you make one, but yeah, I thought it was a nice little sweet idea, so that's what today's video is going to be. If you're returning, thank you for your continued support. If you're new here, welcome. I hope you enjoy, and it'd be wonderful if you subscribed. I'm trying to hit 7,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I can't do it without you. So yeah, let's get into today's video. So the main body of the candle holder is going to be made from wooden skewers, and you can pick these up in many supermarkets as well as Poundland in the garden section and B&M's and places like that. I need to create a base for my candle holder, and it needs to be big enough that I can get my hand in and out to take the candle out and turn the batteries on and off. So this is 4 inches and it's plenty big enough, but you could use anything to draw around. I planned on making 2 when I started, and in the end I only made 1, so you'll see me do double of everything that I need. But you'll need a base, which is just a simple circle, and then we need a lid as well, or a top. So for the top I'm doing exactly the same circle size, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw another circle that's probably around about 1/2 centimetre in diameter smaller. And this is to create a ring, and this is going to be for the top of the candle holder. It still needs to be big enough that you can get your hand in and out. So I'm just going to do that. So I've got a full circle for a base, and then for the top I've got a ring which I'm going to cut out. So now I've got my base, I need to work out how many sticks I need for each candle holder, and I'm just going to mark the top of the circle, and then I'm just going to measure around the outside of the circle and mark every centimetre. It ended up being 33 all the way around, so that means I need 33 sticks, but I did 66 for 2 and then ended up using all 66 in 1 candle holder. So if you're going to make 1, you'll need about 66 sticks. If you're going to make 2, you'll need to double that. So I've counted out my 66 sticks, and I've taken out all the ones that are bent or chipped or discoloured, and I'll save these for future projects where I'm painting over them. But for this one I wanted them to be as straight and as clean as possible. Now I can start to cut them to the length that I want, and I'm going to be doing 3 colours in this, so I want each section to be the same length. So I'm going to measure the stick, and I'm going to measure to 9 inches and cut off the excess. I'm going to cut the pointy end off, and I'll save these for later on. I want to keep the straight edge for the bottom of the candle holder. So I'm now just going to measure 3 inches, 6 inches, and then 9 inches at the end of the stick, and I'm going to do this with all the sticks, and then I'll be back. So now that they're all cut to length and marked, I'm going to start to paint these. I'm going to do the bottom section in a medium oak stain. I'm going to leave the middle section the plain wood that it already is. And then for the top section, I'm going to do white acrylic paint. I'm going to use some Oasis to put them in while they're drying. And I'm going to do 2 coats of white, and I'm going to do 2 coats of the stain as well. It takes a lot longer to paint them individually, but it's a lot easier than trying to paint the inside of the candle holder once it's glued in place. And for the white sections, I'm doing the end bit where we cut the stick and leaving the straight edge at the bottom for where the stain will be. So I'm going to spend a couple of hours painting all these. I'm going to do the 2 coats of white, let them dry, and then we can see what they look like. So this is what it looks like with the tops of the sticks painted white in 2 coats, and I'm really liking how it's looking. And now I'm going to do the bottom of the sticks in the stain. I'm going to do 2 coats and let it dry in between each coat. I'm going to put something good on the TV, and I'll be back once all the stain is dry. And here are the sticks all painted, and I'm absolutely loving the colours. So now I can just assemble everything. So I'm going to start on the base. I'm going to use some scrapbook paper, and I've matched it as close as I can to the stain. I'm going to use my stencil to cut out the pieces that I need for the top and the bottom. I'm going to glue my pieces to the top and bottom of the base, and I'm using 151 all-purpose glue. This is from Asda, and you can use this on any surface, and I'm just going to spread it out with a brush and make sure that it is completely stuck down. So now that the paper is attached to the base, I'm going to measure where I want my sticks to be, and I'm going to start about 1/2 centimetre from the edge of the circle, and then I'm just going to measure centimetres all the way around until I get to where I started. So all my dots are in place, and now I can start to glue the sticks where the dots are. So I'm just going to add a little bit of hot glue and then hold it in place till it dries and work my way around until I get to where I started. So here are all the sticks in place where I measured, and then this was where I decided that I wanted to add the extra sticks, so I couldn't do the 2, I could only do 1. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to glue the leftover sticks in between each of the gaps that I've already got, and I'm just going to fill it up to make it look a lot more fuller. So here it is with all the sticks attached. I had 1 left over, and now I'm going to work on the top, and I'm going to be covering the hoop in some plain white string, and I'm just going to attach it with some glue and then thread it through the center until it's completely covered. So now the hoop is covered, I can attach this to the top, and this will straighten out all the sticks and make it nice and secure. So I'm just going to again use hot glue. I'm going to take a couple of sticks to start off with and just add some glue, and then pop the hoop on top and just spread them out so that they are nice and straight. And I'm just going to continue to do that until they're all in place. And here is everything glued in place. So for around the bottom, I'm just going to add some string. I'm just going to glue it in place, and this is to hide the edge of the cardboard and the base of all the sticks that we've glued in place. And I'm just going to wrap it round a few times until I'm happy with it, and then just glue it down and cut off the excess. I then wanted to create some mini tassels, so I'm just using my fingers and I'm just winding the string around 10 times. I'm going to cut off 2 pieces of string. And then with the first piece of string, I'm going to tie it around the top. So I'm popping it through and then tying it around the top. The reason I do this is that I find it keeps the top section a lot neater. So it just holds it all in place, and you can take it off or leave it on if you want. And then I'm going to take another section of string, and about 3/4 of the way up from the bottom, I'm going to wrap it round twice and then tie this in a knot. And this creates the top of the tassel. And then I'm just going to cut off the excess string. And then to finish off, I'm just going to cut through all the hoops at the bottom and then cut off any excess and trim it up and make it look nice and neat. I made 15 tassels in total, and now I'm just going to add some more string to hide where the joint of the paint meets. So again, I'm going to glue this on and then just wrap it round a few times, and I'm going to finish off the string at the center of the front because I'm going to be popping a tassel there so it'll hide where the glue is. And then the last thing to do is add the tassels. So I'm going to start at the front. I'm going to add 5 to each of the sections of the string that I've just put in place. And then I'm going to add 5 around the ring at the top as well. And then it's finished and we can have a look at what it looks like. And here it is. It was so cheap to make. I already had everything, but if you were going to buy the stuff, all you'd need is the wooden skewers, which were £1, and then some string, which is normally about £1, and then whatever paint you want to use. You could do this in any style. You don't have to put the tassels on. You could use any colour of paint that you wanted. You could do it all one colour. It's totally up to you. I just wanted to give you the idea, and hopefully it inspires you to maybe give it a go. I will be back on Monday with my next craft video. Unfortunately, there's no videos on Thursday at the moment. Obviously, we're still in lockdown and nowhere's open, and I've not been going out anyway, but hopefully soon. I'm hoping February we'll be back to some kind of normality and I'll be able to do my Thursday videos, but it is what it is, and until then, I'm just staying in and staying safe. So I will see you all on Monday. Have a wonderful rest of the week. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you then. So till then, take care. Love you guys loads, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye for now.